Think about the last time someone said something that really got to you. Maybe it was an insult, a criticism that felt unfair, someone dismissing you in front of others, or just a comment that stayed in your head for days after. What did you do? Did you argue back? Did you defend yourself? Did you go over it again and again in your mind, building the perfect response you never actually said? Most of us react. We explain, we justify, we fire back. And almost every time, it makes things worse. Marcus Aurelius had a different answer, and he only needed 4 words to say it. The best answer to anger is silence. Stoicism is a philosophy about one thing at its core, separating what is yours from what is not, what you control from what you do not. And the Stoics noticed something early on. Most human suffering is not caused by events. It is caused by our reaction to events. The argument that didn't need to happen, the words said in anger that can never be taken back, the energy spent defending yourself to people who were never really listening anyway. Silence, for the Stoics, was not weakness. It was not giving up. It was the most disciplined, most powerful choice a person could make. It said, I see what is happening here. I see that you want a reaction, and I am choosing not to give it to you. That is not passivity, that is control.
And here is what is remarkable about Marcus Aurelius and silence. He was the emperor. He could have said anything to anyone at any time. No one could have stopped him. If someone insulted him, he could have had them executed. If someone argued with him, he could have simply ended the conversation with a single word. And yet, he chose restraint. He chose quiet. He wrote privately about his own failings rather than shouting publicly about other people's. He acted and said nothing. He did good and moved on. That is not the behavior of a weak man. That is the behavior of a man who understood where real power lives.
Marcus wrote about silence in 3 different ways, and each one is more useful than the last. The first, silence in the face of anger. The best answer to anger is silence. Not because the other person is right, not because you don't have anything to say, but because anger is a trap. It wants company. It wants you to match its energy. The moment you do, it wins. Silence breaks the cycle. It gives anger nowhere to go. And in most arguments, the person who speaks less walks away with more dignity. The second, silence about your own good deeds. Marcus wrote that when a man does something good, he does not call others to come and see. He simply moves on to the next good thing. This is so rare today. We live in a world where everything good we do is immediately posted, shared, announced. But Marcus knew something quiet and true. The moment you start performing your virtue, it stops being virtue. Real strength does not need an audience. The third, the silence of the inner retreat. Nowhere can a man find a quieter or more untroubled retreat than in his own soul. This is the deepest one. Marcus was never truly alone. He was surrounded by soldiers, senators, advisors, enemies. But he had trained himself to find silence inside, not outside. He could step into his own mind and find stillness there, even in the middle of chaos. That is not something you are born with. It is something you build, slowly, through daily practice.
Silence is not easy. Not the silence of having nothing to say, but the silence of having everything to say and choosing not to. Marcus Aurelius himself struggled with this. He felt anger. He felt the urge to react, to explain, to defend himself. But he didn't. Instead of reacting, he turned inward. He wrote his thoughts. He stayed silent. Even as an emperor, people spoke against him, unfairly, disrespectfully. Still, he chose silence over noise. Today, the world is loud. Everyone wants a reaction. Every opinion becomes a fight. Silence feels like weakness. But it's not. Complaining, reacting, defending, they all take your energy, your peace, your focus. Silence protects them. True strength is staying calm when you have every reason not to.
How to practice silence. Knowing is not enough. You have to practice it. Marcus Aurelius showed how. First, pause. Before you react, take a moment. Ask yourself, is this worth my energy? Is this worth my peace? That small pause changes everything. Second, do good quietly. Do something kind this week. Help someone. Be generous. But don't tell anyone. Just do it. And move on. You'll feel the difference. It feels deeper, more real. Third, build your inner retreat. 5 minutes a day of actual silence. Not a podcast, not music, not scrolling with the sound off. Real silence. Sit with your own thoughts. Let them settle. Marcus spent years building the ability to find stillness inside himself. It started with a few minutes in the morning before the noise began. That's the practice.